Section 1. The Hook and the Legend. Voiceover. I want to start by sharing one of the oldest and most mind-blowing stories in the world of finance. Legend has it that the wise man who invented the game of chess presented it to the king. The king was fascinated by the game and told the wise man, "Ask me for whatever you wish." The wise man made a humble request. "My king, I want you to place 1 grain of rice on the first square of the chessboard, 2 grains on the second, 4 on the third, 8 on the fourth. Just keep doubling the amount for the previous square until all 64 squares are filled." The king laughed. "Is that all? Just a simple request? Tell the treasury to bring a sack of rice." But when the viziers started calculating, things took a different turn. Voiceover. In the first few squares, everything seemed normal. But by the time they reached the 64th square, the amount of rice needed was so colossal that it was thousands of times more than all the rice produced in the entire world. The king had been defeated by the power of exponential growth. Today, we are going to talk about compound interest, the force Einstein called the 8th wonder of the world, and how it can turn the money in your pocket into those mountains of rice. Grab your coffee or tea, because by the end of this video, your perspective on money will change forever. Section 2. What is this snowball? Voiceover. So, what exactly is this compound interest? The key to financial freedom? In school, they taught us simple interest. You have $100, you get 10% interest, you earn $10. You get $10 every year. The end. That is boring, and it won't make you rich. Compound interest, on the other hand, is when the money your money earns also starts earning money. Think of it like a snowball. You have a small snowball at the top of a hill. This is your principal capital. When you let it roll down, nothing much changes in the first few meters. But as the snowball rolls, every new snowflake that sticks to it, meaning the interest, attracts even more snow in the next turn. As the snowball grows, its surface area expands. As the surface area expands, it grows faster. At a certain point, that small ball turns into an unstoppably huge avalanche. This is exactly the point where the rich stop working for money, and their money starts working for them. Section 3. The early bird gets the worm, mathematical proof. Voiceover. The secret to this power isn't money, it's time. Let's prove this with a striking example. We have 2 friends, Sarah and Sam. Sarah, the early starter, she starts investing at age 25. She puts aside just $2,000 a month. She does this for only 10 years and stops adding money at age 35. But she doesn't withdraw it. She lets it sit until she's 60. Sam, the late starter at 25. Sam says, "I'm young. Let me enjoy my money." He finally comes to his senses at age 35. From age 35 to 60, for a full 25 years, he invests $2,000 every single month. Pay attention. Sarah took a total of $240,000 out of her pocket. Sam invested $600,000. Who do you think has more money at age 60? Pause for graph reveal. Voiceover. The answer might surprise you. Even though Sarah invested much less money and stopped investing years ago, she is richer than Sam at age 60. Why? Because Sarah's money stayed in the game longer, especially during that final curve where the snowball grows the fastest. Sam has to work much harder just to catch up to Sarah. This is the mathematical proof of the saying, time is more valuable than money. Section 4. The Rule of 72, Practical Tool. Voiceover. So, how do I calculate when my money will double? What if I don't have a calculator? Let me tell you about a simple trick used by Wall Street bankers. The Rule of 72. The formula is very simple. Divide the number 72 by your annual return rate. The result shows how many years it will take for your money to double. Let's give an example. You invested your money in a fund with a 9% annual return. 72 divided by 9 equals 8. This means your money will double every 8 years. If you have 10,000, in 8 years it becomes 20,000, in 16 years 40,000, and in 24 years 80,000. Without lifting a finger. What happens if you keep it in a checking account giving 1% return? 72 divided by 1 equals 72 years. You would have to wait a lifetime for your money to double. This is why keeping your money in places that beat inflation is vital. Section 5. The Valley of Disappointment, Psychology. Voiceover. If everything is this great, why isn't everyone rich? Why doesn't everyone take advantage of compound interest? The answer isn't in math. It's hidden in human psychology. We call this the Valley of Disappointment. When you start investing, the results for the first 1, 3, or even 5 years are very boring. You say, I've been saving for 5 years. I'm still not rich. This isn't working. This is exactly where 90% of people give up. Right when the snowball is about to get big. They withdraw the money and buy a new car or a phone. The compound interest graph looks like a hockey stick. The handle is long and flat. But if you have the patience to turn that corner, the rise is vertical. Did you know that Warren Buffett earned 99% of his wealth after his 50th birthday? Yes, you heard that right. He started just like you, but he never stopped during those boring years. Section 6. Conclusion and Action Plan. Voiceover. Let's wrap this up, friends. Financial freedom isn't a winning lottery ticket won overnight. It is a tree that is grown with patience. To use the magic of compound interest, you need 3 things. 1. Consistency. Setting aside money regularly, no matter how small. 2. Patience. Getting through that boring valley of disappointment. 3. Time. And most importantly, starting immediately. Maybe you aren't 20 years old. Maybe you're thinking, I'm too late. As a Chinese philosopher once said, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Create your own snowball today. Start with a small amount. Just start. If this video changed your perspective on finance, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with friends who want to grow their own snowball. See you in the next video. Wishing you plenty of gains.